Hi all, I'm Kara Perez, founder of Bravely Go, and here on this channel we talk about all things money and sustainability and things that you can do and skills that you can learn that will help you build wealth while reducing your waste. And if that sounds like your jam, go ahead and hit subscribe right now, and please consider becoming a patron. Our patrons are an exclusive community that get exclusive benefits, including a quarterly AMA with me, along with bonus content and event discounts that you will find nowhere else on the World Wide Web. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check that link in the description. Today we're going to talk about the ultimate frugal living skill set that I think that pretty much everyone should master by the time they're 30. These are life skills that will help you save money and help you live more sustainably, so it's a win-win. The first frugal living skill you should master by 30 is the art of meal prep. Meal prep is life. And I know a lot of people don't like meal prep, but it will honestly save you so much money and help you reduce food waste if you can learn how to prep just a couple of meals that you consistently enjoy. Especially right now, we are living in a time where everything is expensive. Like, I went out to eat the other day and a grilled chicken salad was $27. Grilled chicken salad, just a chicken breast chopped up on a bed of lettuce, $27. When the bill came, I honestly was like, wow, I got financially mugged. Like, I really felt that way. Now, if you're one of the people on this planet that hates meal prepping, know that you're not alone, but also know that you can start small. You don't have to start off by making these huge complex meals and then portioning them out in glass containers and taking a picture and saying #mealprepgains on social media. Instead, start by doing something like just slicing up some vegetables that you can use throughout the week to either eat raw or in a dish that you make that night. This will begin to establish the habit. And then as you get better at cooking or as you get more time in your schedule, you can add in bigger meal preps. I personally love the website Budget Bites for cheap, healthy, and easy to make recipes. Yes, meal prepping is a time commitment, but when we are talking dollars saved, this is one of those life skills that if you can master, will save you money over and over and over again. If you start meal prepping when you're 28 and you continue for the remainder of your career and you retire at 65, that is decades of savings that we're talking about. And that's all money that can go towards things like your savings, your investments, your real estate portfolio, whatever. I would also say cooking is a life skill because this is something that you can do for your family, you can do for your friends, you can do when you're on a date. Knowing how to feed others is always a really valuable skill. Frugal life skill number 2, learn to identify quality fabric. Let's face it, fast fashion trends come and go, but your bank account, that is a relationship you're gonna have for life. Embracing thrifting, doing clothing swap with friends, these are all great ways to save money on clothes, but you wanna be able to identify the clothes that you will have for the long haul, something that you can buy once or swap once and then have for the next 5 or 10 years because it's really high quality material. And luckily, high quality fabric is pretty easy to spot. Here are 3 tips. First, hold any fabric up to the light. If you can see through the fabric, that's a sign that it's probably not high quality material. Things like wool or really good cotton, you won't be able to see through it. But if it's just kind of like a thin, flimsy polyester, you'll be able to see through it. My second tip, check the seams and make sure that they are tight and even. If you have really loose seams holding your clothes together, or if they're really kind of jagged, that probably means they are not well made and they will come apart easily. And number 3, simply look for what material it's made out of. Something like polyester is a lower quality, and something like wool or silk, those are higher quality fabrics. Frugal life skill number 3, DIY sewing. Learn how to sew. I saw a quote once, and I'm just gonna kind of paraphrase this, but it was like, it only took 2 generations for all of us to forget how to sew and cook our own food. And obviously we just talked about meal prepping, but it hit me a couple of years ago that I can do a very basic stitch to like sew a button back on or something, but I could not make a piece of clothing to save my life. Literally, if they were like, your life is on the line, I'd be like, well, it's been a good 35 years. Now, I'm not saying that you need to learn how to sew all your own clothes and start making all your own clothes, but I think more of us should know how to repair clothes that we already own, and maybe even learn how to tailor our own clothes. Learning a few basic stitches will help save you money because you'll be able to keep more of your clothes for longer. You won't have to throw them out or donate them just because there's one little rip. You'll be able to fix that little rip. Learning how to sew is pretty easy. You do not need a machine, though obviously you can get one if it's an interest of yours. There are a gazillion sewing YouTube channels out there, and I myself have been consuming a lot of embroidery and sewing TikTok recently, and I've learned a lot. Frugal life skill number 4, learn a signature dish. Remember earlier when I was talking about meal prep and I was like, learning how to cook is a life skill. You'll be able to use it on a lot of occasions. Learning a signature dish is another one of these food skills that you'll be able to bust out on a lot of different occasions. If you learn how to make, let's say, a roasted chicken or a really delicious vegetable lasagna, you'll be able to bring that to family holidays, you'll be able to cook for your dates, you'll be able to bring it to your kids' birthday parties. I'm thinking about actually like my friends' kids' birthday parties and me bringing a dish, but also you could make veggie lasagna for your own biological kids' birthdays, like go nuts. You could have dinner parties with your signature dish and little like votive candles, and it would be so cute and cozy. Learning a signature dish is really, I feel, a marker of adulthood and a fantastic way to save you money. And I want to say, if you're a man watching this, you should learn how to make a signature dish. If you're a woman, you should learn how to make a signature dish. If you're non-binary, you should learn how to make a signature dish. I do not care how you identify on this planet. Everybody should know how to cook. Personally, I like to think that I have 2 signature dishes, a vegetarian lasagna and chana masala. Shout out India, we appreciate you so much. Frugal life skill number 5, learn the seasons of vegetables. Shopping and eating in-season produce is a little hack to help you save more money and to eat more delicious. In-season produce, as opposed to out-of-season produce, is so much more delicious. Have you ever had a tomato in August and then a tomato in December and you're like, yo, this December tomato kind of sucks? That's because that December tomato is not natural, it's not in season. Plus, eating in season is a huge win for your sustainable life. When we eat out of season, that usually means that the food is coming from really far away. So when it's December in the northern hemisphere and it's summer in the southern hemisphere, that tomato is getting flown up from Chile or Argentina all the way to New York. And that's not good for a sustainable lifestyle because we have to emit a ton of emissions to get those tomatoes from the south of Chile all the way up to New York. Plus, when we eat in season, we can allow vegetables to not only reach max deliciousness, but also their highest point of nutrition. If we pick a vegetable too early, it doesn't have all of its nutrition developed yet, meaning it's not as healthy for you as if you had given it another week or 2. Luckily for us, shopping in season is really easy once you know what you're looking for. Here's a quick little cheat sheet for those of us for eating in season for summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, bell peppers, tomatoes, corn, cucumber, strawberries, green beans, peaches, nectarines, and plums. Frugal life skill number 6, DIY cleaning power. Learning how to make a basic at-home cleaner is really, really easy, like shockingly easy. Like you're almost like, does this even do its job? But it actually does do its job, and it was super duper easy. Basically, all you need is water, vinegar, and baking soda. These 3 ingredients can help you make an all-purpose cleaner that you can use to clean your bathroom, to clean your kitchen, and it's so much cheaper than constantly buying those really expensive and plastic-filled cleaners at the grocery store. Frugal life skill number 7, conquering your subscription addiction. Y'all, say it with me. It's time to break free of our subscription addiction. I myself have fallen prey to this addiction more than once because there are so many subscription services out there. You can have a subscription clothing box. You can have like 9 subscription streaming channels. You can pay for Spotify. You can pay for Apple Music. You can pay for YouTube Music. There are so many subscriptions available. And most of them are just small enough, between $1.99 and $9.99 a month that you're like, oh, okay, I'll just add that in. And you don't realize all of a sudden these $9.99 charges are adding up and it's $120 a month. Take 20 minutes, sit down and go over your credit card statement and evaluate all your subscription services. Highlight the ones that you actually use and that actually bring value into your life, and then try and find at least one that you can cancel. I recently did this. I went through all of my subscriptions because we have a video coming on the subscription economy, and if you are interested in seeing that, make sure to hit subscribe, make sure to sign up so you get the alerts. And I could not believe how many things I was subscribed to. And a lot of them I use. A lot of them are very valuable in my life. But again, this creep had just kind of happened and I hadn't noticed. And I think when it comes to our money, the best thing that we can do for saving money and living frugally and living more sustainably is be in the know about where our money goes. The more kind of nebulous our spending is to us, the harder it is for us to understand our spending, the easier it is for us to overspend. And then all of a sudden we're frustrated and we're wondering, why aren't we hitting our savings goals? Why aren't we investing as much as we want? And it's because these little money leaks are snatching our money away from us. So take the time, sit down, read through your subscriptions, and see at least one, just one, that you can let go. Frugal life skill number 8, find an ongoing fitness outlet. Y'all have heard me talk ad nauseum about my own health this year, and truly the saying health is wealth is so real. Like, too real, almost. Especially if you're a woman. Something I think about all the time is that as women age, we lose bone density. I think about that all the time. I'm just like, wow, my bones are getting more brittle from nothing, just from air. I'm not sure what's happening to the density, but like, it's leaving. So by 30, you should find an exercise routine that works for you, your body, and your lifestyle. Maybe when you were 25, you were doing Pilates 5 days a week and running 20 miles a week. And now that you're 30, that's not as reasonable. That's okay, switch it up. Maybe you wanna do, a Zumba class twice a week and yoga class twice a week. Remember, health is not about looking a certain way or fitting into a certain size of pants. Health is about what makes your body feel good and operate well. You can also embrace free workouts. I go for walks all the time with friends. There are plenty of workout classes on YouTube. There are often free workout classes around major cities. And of course, you can do things on your own, like hiking. I personally always recommend that people spend time in nature working out because not only is it usually free or at least very low cost, but it also helps connect us to Mother Nature, who is my main bitch. Frugal life skill number 9, embrace your inner handywoman. There is nothing more satisfying than tackling a DIY project and doing it all yourself. You're like, move over, Bob the Builder, I got this. So I do want you to invest in a solid tool set and take a few hours each month, it doesn't have to be every week, to learn a different DIY skill set. Maybe you want to learn how to fix a toilet, maybe you need to figure out how to change a light bulb, but something around your house that you can do and you don't have to call somebody else for. This will definitely save you money in the long run. And I just want to take a quick moment here and say, I'm not advocating for you to do your own electrical work or plumbing. If you can't handle that, please call the experts for the big projects. I don't want you to flood your house just so that you can save a little bit of money. But for smaller things, I do think that all of us should know how to take care of the basics in our home. I'm talking more so about painting your own walls or learning how to fix a clogged toilet or a jammed toilet up in the top area. You know how sometimes that cord in there, it gets stuck and then it doesn't drain and you're like, what is this? Watch a YouTube video about what that is and figure out how to unstick it. Could you tell that I recently did this? And I felt like a champ. And finally, frugal life skill number 10, the art of future planning. Start saving for your future now, beloveds. Queens of my heart, kings of my heart, lieges of my heart, please start saving and investing now for your future. Set financial goals, invest often and aggressively if possible, and watch your money grow. Being frugal and acquiring skills isn't just about the here and now, it's about the life you're building too. Having a savings account, having an investment account, making sure that you understand your budget and the money tools that you're utilizing day to day is the single best frugal life skill that you can master. All of these other things we've talked about, those will fall in line once you become a budgeting queen. And those are my 10 frugal living skills that I think everyone should master by 30. Remember, this is not just about how much money can you save and how fast can you reach your financial goals. Those can be nice things, but this is really about living a joyful, sustainable, financially healthy life. So get out there and embrace your sustainable self, embrace your frugal living skills. Let me know in the comments other skills you think people should work towards, or if you've attained one of these skills we talked about here today, what you did to learn that. We all get better together. We all learn better when we share with each other. Make sure to hit like on this video, double tap that subscribe, double tap. I guess it's just a single tap that subscribe, and make sure to come back next Monday for a new video.